Okay, before I get started, I'm going to spend a little time talking about this little anti-static mat I found on Amazon. It's actually super clever, and I want it because back in these days when these things were made, they were very particular about static. They did not want you getting in on it, and some of the chips, SRAM, which I'm not sure if the S stood for static or not, but are very sensitive to electrostatic discharge. So I found this, and it's very cool. There's a clip, which I will put on my arm. Or I should say an armband that goes on my arm. Wow, I don't know who this is designed for. I do not have big hands, and this is not easy. This then clips into here. There's another clip here. And one of them goes to the mat itself, anywhere. So I'll clip it here. And this little dummy plug only has a grounding plug. Goes into an outlet. And just like that, I'm grounded. Here we go, time to start removing cards and taking notes. Now it's time to start disassembling. I've got it turned upside down. I'm going to start with the power supply. It's these screws here. And then I flip it back over and I should be able to pull that out. And then we can start taking these screws out. That will release the metal from the case. And then I should be able to flip it over again and get the motherboard off the metal base. Again, probably pretty boring to watch. So I will probably speed this up. can see, underneath that, super clean. This looks serviceable. Just have to take all those apart, which I will do, and see if I have bad capacitors at all, which I probably do. Now we turn it over and we see if we get this apart. Look at that. All I have to do is remove the ribbon cable for the keyboard. Easier said than done, probably. And voila. Now, in order to get the motherboard off, I'm gonna have to disconnect some cables here. Now on that one, that's the speaker cable. That is for that unknown switch. And then remove these screws as well, and squeeze these guys here. So let's get started with that. Now, I think I'm gonna need I'm gonna need a pair of pliers. I'll be right back. The trick is to keep applying pressure. There we go. All free. So now we have the full motherboard. And looking at the back of it, as we can see, it is very clean. All the dirt fell from on top. Don't see anything burnt, so no bad circuits, no bad shorting, nothing like that. Apple computer 8820087 something U/S 1984. I don't know what the U/S stands for. 8200087 1984. So this computer is post 1984, which makes sense. I think the next thing after this is probably to give this a very serious clean. First to blow it off, and then probably with a Q-tip and rubbing alcohol, which is extremely long and boring process I probably won't bore you with. We also have the keyboard assembly we can remove, which I probably will because it needs a serious cleaning as well. And the power supply, as I mentioned previously. So there's a lot of cleaning to do. That is the next step.